Hi, this is Adrienne King. You may know me from Friday the 13th, the original First Final Girl, and you are watching Dead Curse Society.
Just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. My I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Whoa, we're a little blurry there. What's going on? Death Curse Society back on the air. It's Monday Maniacs. Welcome, welcome. God damn it, welcome. I got the Colonel here and Crank. Well, I guess for once we could say Crank is on assignment. Actually, after last weekend's Morgan Crypt Horror Fest, the last time we saw Crank, someone said he was naked with a shovel over his shoulder and he was heading for the Grand Canyon. So I don't fucking know. You know, I mean, who knows?
I just really hope he gets the help he needs, man. We can only do so much.
I'm telling you.
Talking to this guy.
No. It's Crank is actually had like the corporate gig, as they say. So he's out there making some cash, much needed cash after the last couple of weeks around here. Goodness gracious. But
let's just say he had to pull a Colonel tonight.
He had to pull a Colonel, you know, except there's no softball or anything. Yeah. He's fine, folks. He's fine. But yeah, we're here. We're going to do our best to carry on without him. And man, we were so freaking burnt after last weekend. We just kind of went open format today. We're going to do some hot topics in horror. You know, some people have said some pretty crazy shit out there. We came up with a few ourselves. I don't know if they're that hot or that crazy, but we're going to throw them out there for debate. And hopefully you have some hot horror topics we can get out there and we'll debate with you as well. Everybody, FaZe is going to be joining us. He's here now, back there turning the buttons, pressing knobs. So hey, say hi to FaZe over there in the comments, and he'll be servicing the chat room, watching you guys, making sure you don't fuck up, because he's like a bouncer, man, throw you right the fuck out. All right. All right, FaZe, catch up with you in a bit. FaZe, I love having a producer. This is awesome. How was your week, Colonel?
Man, you know how my fucking week was. Work. No fucking lie. During the countdown, 3 phone calls, 1 text, and 1 voicemail from fucking work.
The French.
I'm not on the clock, dudes. I'm not fucking answering it.
What could they possibly want at this hour of the
night? They fuck something up, and they need my expertise to fucking walk them through how to fix it. It's no. So if you see me going like this, it's me texting work. I apologize.
And it's fine, man. We all have to work, and it's crazy. And what are you gonna do, man? Tell you what I'm going to do right now is thank our members in the Death Curse Society Members Club. We've got the Final Girls and Guys, Chris FaZe, Marina FaZe, Charles Sherrod, the man behind the dive. Get out there and check it out on Ghost Cove. He's out there whipping it up. He's got a great guest, a Friday the 13th alum coming up this week, Thursday. Don't miss that one. Yes, be very cool. Tanya and Tyrone, of course. Thank you. And
He's Tyrone.
finally, we have some crazy Ralphs in there. Rick is joined Raymond. Thank you. And finally, the final, or the our camp counselor. See, Crank does this all the time. We have the 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Dave from Michigan, S. Michael, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando, Dave from Canada, and JJ, the JJ we like,
JJ.
of course. So thank you. I don't have the cool buttons. I'll give you the quiet clap. Yeah.
Thank you. I got to do the fucking sound effects too. This is bullshit.
I can. You know what? I can't give them the good. See, we got them covered. No worries. So, yeah, man, it's finally snapping back into reality after Morgan Crypt. Still reflecting. We've got the Fright Night panels finished. The Tony Todd panel's almost finished, and we are hacking away. With everything. Curse your luck, the whole thing. Boy, that is some editing. That is a job. Yes, chop, and we're really trying to get that out. I can just say, I will say this. I know just because it'll piss Colonel off, man. Just stay tuned to the DCS, and I'll leave it at that. We're working, baby, and it's paying off, and you're gonna love what's coming.
Always trying to sell fucking ketchup popsicles to a woman in white gloves, man. God damn.
I've got to. I have to. It's just so cool. And that's all I can say. That's called a tease in the industry, Colonel.
Yeah, but you have tease every fucking week.
But that just makes the anticipation so much better, doesn't it? Oh. I said nothing.
That's true.
Okay. All right. So here we are, Monday Maniacs, no Crank, no real subject here tonight. So we're going to get into the hot topics of horror. Yeah.
This is a real fucking subject. There's no Crank tonight, so we can get fucking loose in here.
We can get loose, man. It might get a little silly.
Talk about?
It might get a little silly in here tonight. There'll probably be no mentions of Ari Aster.
There might
Flanagan. Be. None of that. I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm sure Stephen King's dick will not make an appearance. So I think that's safe to say.
It's fine. I mean, I still think this will be a pretty cool discussion. We love the discussions, man, and this one's about as open as it gets. So I don't know. You got one you want to start with to throw out there to get turn the fucking burners on and see what we got here?
Before I do that,
yeah,
I just want to say happy anniversary to Monday Maniacs, because 3 years ago today was our debut episode under the guise of Friday Night Frights.
Oh, that's original.
Like no one was going to be able to show up for Friday nights except for this fucking guy. Here we are Monday.
Yeah, we started in July. I was, my one job is off the entire month of July, and nights are cool. But but for Crank, it was impossible because his gig rotates around Fridays and Saturdays pretty much, karaoke, and you got to do this shit. So it became Monday Maniacs, and we haven't looked back. And I just think we've been soaring ever since. The other podcast that started the same day we did, The Thing with Two Heads, Sean Clark's podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
it's
that.
Their third anniversary. So, brother, happy anniversary to your podcast as well. They only have a couple of 100,000 more subs than we do, but that's cool, man. That's what happens when you work with.
They were established. We were not.
Established talent, right. It's cool. I love it. But, yeah, man, great guys. They deserve it.
There's my first hot take. We are better than the other podcasts. Not really. Joking.
No, we're not welcome at Whorehound anymore. Thanks. Great.
No,
it's fine. Yeah.
Sure. No, but I'll start it off with the hottest take of the fucking night.
Oh, baby.
The 2005 remake of The Fog is pretty fucking good.
You're on your own.
I was going to throw that out there. So anyway, I can't back up that statement. I'm literally doing the sports radio or talk show, debate show. I'm pulling a Skip Bayless here. I'm saying the most outlandish fucking shit I don't believe to try to piss you guys off to get the comments rolling. And I'm not going to do that. That's not what this show's about. I just know I get a reaction out of Ziggy.
Motherfucker. And that leads me to my first hot take. Should John Carpenter stop licensing his properties out to fucking remakes, man? Jesus. Have we had a good Carpenter remake? Any of them?
Well, it depends on your opinion, because I am a fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween. I will not compare it to the original Halloween because there's no comparison. The original Halloween is far superior. But I like Rob Zombie's take on Michael Myers. So I get what you're saying, but other than that, yes, majority of them are shit. But dude's getting fucking paid.
I'm on record saying I adore the first 45 minutes of the Halloween remake, but I'm also on record saying I hated the rushed fucking remake of my classic.
Yeah.
In 42 minutes.
Can't argue with that. I agree.
Right.
There's no argument for that.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, but Carpenter says it, I love it. The sound of a check landing in my hand. I open my hand, they drop in a check. And he couldn't care less. He's never seen one of these remakes. Not one.
Oh, hell no. Like, come on.
Let's get a look here, see what's going on. Yeah, Patricia's in the house. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. The whole damn enchilada's here. I've never seen the Fog remake, and I'm afraid to do so because of how I react. Listen, if you love and treasure the original like we do, and I'm angry at myself for being excited about this when it was announced. And when I finally saw it, man, I was angry for about fucking 4 days. I was so upset because even Carpenter's like, oh, they really, really did something great. They really expanded on my story. Expanded it with what? Feces from your ass when you wiped fucking your ass with the script you wrote? What the fuck? It was horrible, man. It's so bad. It's the worst of all time.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Whole damn Angela also says Zombies Halloween was good for sure, and again, I'm not gonna argue it. I just man, all those tense scenes in Halloween went from those long shots they were like 5-minute shots to a minute and 30 seconds, and it just doesn't work that way, I told Zig Bong 2 days before he left for New Mexico that Kershalik was going to blow the funk up. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Miss Dr. Smiley. I'll follow Colonel. Nightmare Remake is the best movie in decades.
See, he gets it. And he has a PhD. He fucking knows.
Yes. I think
he understands the format.
If this format is going to be trolling us and pissing us off, then yes, he's nailed it. Oh man, but what are you going to do? I mean, I don't blame Jackie Earl Haley. I think he would have made a great Freddy if they would have let him be scary. I mean, fuck, look what Dave McRae did in this. You're seeing the trailers now for Dylan's new Nightmare, the fan film, which I cannot wait for this to come out so we can, see it. But I mean, he looks like Freddy from Part 2, and it's choice, and it's not the way they went with the Nightmare remake.
No, I understand they try to make him look more like a burn victim.
Yes,
it looked like shit.
Well, the CGI was a dead giveaway. It sucked. Frost Gang 1399, welcome. Hollywood needs to come up with something original and stop with the remakes. We agree with that. I do think there's some movies. Some movies are right for a remake, though. I mean, there are classics. I hate to go to the well again. One Dark Night, I would love to see remade. I would love it. I think it, and McLaughlin agrees.
If he does it. But no, here's a hot take I wanted to argue with us all online earlier today. Our beloved, Zag, Trick or Treat. Somebody said, oh, this movie's right for a remake. No fucking way. Not in today's climate, no.
Well, let's look at the technology. Now you have small devices that it'd be easier for them to get around,
I agree, but let's also be realistic here. Heavy metal and rock music isn't what it once was. Like, if they do it, they're going to take like a band like Ice Nine Kills or something like that.
Ghost.
I'm a Ghost fan. I'll admit it. Yeah. Some pop rock.
Yeah.
I think it can still work, but Trick or Treat has a fucking special feel to it, man. It's a fucking metalhead. Like, I would just hate to see it get remade.
I mean, come on, man. They had the greatest nerd of all the 80s come and be a hero in this thing, man. It was the best.
I know, but you can't fucking play. You might be able to. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm old. I don't believe you can play a download fucking backwards. Do you know what I mean? People doing their fucking. Alexa, play blah 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 blah. Play it in reverse, bro.
You know what? I disagree. We make him some kind of a music mixer or something, a producer, and he's got something that he can dump it in and reverse it real quick in a snap. So I think we can.
Well, yeah, but that's not part of the song. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
hearing lyrics in reverse fucking forever.
Yeah.
Well, it's that special feel, him putting his finger on the record, going in reverse. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like
Brandon
that.
is making a comeback, so I mean, I guess they could still go that route.
And then they discover maybe the same original acetate one that they had. You know, maybe we could tie it in almost, make it years later. And somehow you get Sammy back. Obviously, someone else plays him, but we could dress him up. You know, I would love to see Sammy Kerr return. You know, I think that would be fucking cool.
With Blackie Lawless.
Julie, hi, you're not getting rid of me just because Morgan Crypt is over, damn it. I should hope not.
I hope not.
Hope not. Jeez.
We love all our friends from Albuquerque to stick around.
Yep. P&M Ablagrave. Hi, guys. Welcome. Yes, there's Joseph. The Fog is the worst remake ever to be mean. The nicest thing I could say about it is it sucks ass. And that's too much of a compliment for this abomination of a classic Carpenter film, and one that rapidly, and all the Carpenters now, The Fog is number 2 on my list of all Carpenters. I mean, and Escape from New York had 2 forever. Now it's succeeded. It's passed. Hey, the Sarge.
Do you have a?
Am I the Sarge?
Yep,
You're the Sarge.
Do you have a hot take about
You
scary
have a hot
movie?
take?
You want to say something bad about a scary movie?
She's got a hot exit, stage right.
You want me to tell you?
See, hold that enchilada. I see what you did there, Smiley. See that? Yes. PhD, pretty horrible doctor. And we have proof of that statement coming up in the Morgan Crypt sizzle reel. It's coming together. It's still got a ways to go, though. Still has a ways to go. Now we're talking. Brandon, children shouldn't play with dead things. Do it. Here's the thing. Bob Clark was remaking this when he tragically was killed in a car crash. It was in front of cameras when it happened. So, and then it got scrapped. His family wanted to do it, and then it just didn't happen. It just went away. He also says on Trick or Treat, you won't do better than Fastway. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's throw that out there. If you were going to redo Trick or Treat, who would we get to get the soundtrack? Probably Slipknot or something like that. Something heavy, but
Man, I don't know if it'd be Slipknot, man, because they're
too
essentially
big.
Ad rock now.
Yeah.
Think about it. Shit. My
I'd say
supervisor
get a
at work.
unknown and up and comer. That's just
Well, one of my
starting to
supervisors at work told me about this one band. They might be able to pull it off. Shit, I can't remember their name. I'd have to get the research department on it when I have some free time. But they're a newer band. Definitely harder in the fast way. They'd have to be like real fucking heavy if they do it.
Well, at least it's got to have that evil to it.
Yeah.
Patricia, Colonel, just so you know, I think the band Ghost is trying to be like the Damned. A lot of their current stuff sounds like them, especially with how they've been dressing lately.
Oh,
Your opinion?
Don't want to get me started. I reminisce of the old days when my little satanic band from Sweden was unknown, and they played small venues. And they're actually scary and sing about Satan. Now they play in arenas with fucking disco balls, and it's just even more mainstream sounding than it was before.
There he is, folks. The Red Crank checking in. Are you guys really writing movie ideas while I'm not there? We had to jump on this bitch. We knew we would be unobstructed. You wouldn't be in here to turn it into some, like the 3.5 hour remake of The Birds where we focus on the egg hatching for an hour and a half before anything happens. No, you're not involved on this.
You are writing movie ideas while you're here because they'd be better.
Damn.
Hold on. Before you move on to the next comment, what do you want to say? You need to go.
Freddy Krueger can shapeshift.
Freddy, that's your hot take. Freddy Krueger shapeshift.
Yes.
You sure can.
You are not wrong, actually. Now, you've never seen any of those movies.
Well, Guy has one of the action figures, so I thought I could just stay in it.
Yeah, there you go. Can you go upstairs?
Ooh, is Lorna Shore too heavy? That's good.
All right, that band
right.
doesn't work. That's the band I was thinking of.
That's in the definitely. Yeah, that's There's BK, 200 stab wounds for the soundtrack. Why not? Ice Nine Kills I think would be cool too, because that guy kind of has the look. If he had to be, if they were going to use the band and actually use the artist as the actor, maybe the possessed soul of Sammy Kerr somehow.
Well, mate, like I said, you could actually still use Blackie Lawless, dude. Just you don't need to touch him up. Just like an Asian fucking metalhead. Somebody buys this dude's fucking album.
He just won.
I've been waiting 40 years for someone to play this backwards.
Yeah, he's got one more tour left in him. In a world where old metalheads rise above.
Speaking of which, apparently he's using backing tracks on this new tour, so I think I'm going to skip.
Whatever, man. I just wanted to go see him enjoy. My friends in Killer's Confession might be a good band. Do you see? It's another one. He's getting up and comer. I'd say Hate Unbound from Iran Rahman. They're right on the cusp of breaking through, Let's see. They're going to remake Blue Velvet. Ugh. I guess because that you're not so great. Gate Creeper's good. Yep. Shit, yeah, man. All right. Here we go. Here's some intelligence. The Nightmare remake sucks ass with the remake of The Fog. Yes, they are sitting side by side, sucking on the Rikishi-sized ass.
I still say The Fog is worse, man. The Fog is worse than
100%. 100%. And let's face it, that Nightmare remake was completely the fault of the studio, the writers, and that director, not the cast. Although they weren't very solid in the acting department. Just Jackie was the only one that had his shit together. Let's see. He would like to see a new anthology, a good one like Trilogy of Terror. I mean, we've been getting.
There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Like it's new-ish. I would say newer, not like super new. But I'm a huge fan of 1031 from Scream Team Releasing. The first one is fucking phenomenal. Yes, the acting's not great. It's extremely low budget, but the stories are fucking great, man. I really like that one a lot. 2, not so much, and I haven't even watched 3 yet. I'm kind of scared to watch 3.
Dude, when we were giving those out in New Mexico, people were falling over each other to get to them. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't believe we were giving away a whole set, the whole series and shit. Like, what? Blu-ray? Yeah. So Scream Team, well done. You have some new fans in New Mexico if you didn't already. I don't know, man. I was saying, what do you think of the Creep Show? We had the Creep Show 3 seasons of come up on Shudder and, for our anthology fix. And a lot of those were pretty good. Some of them okay and some of them shitty. But
it was a lot of hit or miss for me, man. Like I don't really have a hot take on this because you summed it up perfectly. Very few episodes were fucking great. A lot of them were okay, and quite a few of them were shitty too. Let's be honest. But it's like, where's season 4, man? I want more of it. Like, I want that to fucking continue.
I am waiting for that.
Like season. Well, who knows how long now? But
they need that breakthrough season, though. They need that the one where everyone goes, holy shit, they fucking topped the back, man. The first to the last episode, they all kicked ass, Joseph says, speaking of remakes, Salem's Lot is scaring the hell out of me. I mean, what the heck is going on to make it go up on the shelf for as long as it has? I mean, could the movie really be that bad?
I told you, Zach. I fucking told you when I kept getting delayed. I was like, remember fucking Morpheus or whatever the fuck that movie's called.
Morbius, yeah.
Morbius, there you go, Morpheus. That's from Matrix, whatever.
Morbius. This hurts a little bit because this was high on my forecast list for 2023 or fuck even 2022, wasn't it? When they first announced it?
It's been high on your list since they fucking just announced they were writing a script.
I'm a huge fan of the TV, Toby Hooper, made-for-TV shit. It's still fucking scary. It's scary. It straight up is. You got fucking Starsky and Hutch, David fucking Souls in it. I mean, goddamn, it's just the vampires, the eyes, the scenes, the fucking jumping in the coffins, the kids scratching the window. I mean, how do you recapture all that? This is prime setup for failure, and maybe they've seen it and they verify that it sucks. And I don't know how you fix it now. What do you do? How do you get it back? How do you recop your money now? It's fucking in the can,
Well, here's what I'm sure the budget's pretty fucking low. there will be enough people to see it to where they at least break even, dude. I'm telling you, at least. Well, okay, to be fair, at most, they'll probably break even. It's. I mean, come on. Warner Brothers pulled a fucking Batgirl movie they spent millions on because they knew it was shit.
So stupid. Just put it out there. I mean, I think if they put Salem's Lot out, I agree with you. I think after it might take the worldwide box office, but they'll get their goddamn money back. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, here we go.
She's want to hear the opinion on the Pet Cemetery remake. Oh, I've got one on that.
The sad thing is, I think our opinion is exactly the fucking same.
Yep. I'll do it.
Just say, take it over. You do it.
I didn't hate the idea, and the trailer was extremely creepy with one major hitch. And we bitched this film and the decision to do this, dumb. The biggest twist of this whole movie, as you know, and if you haven't, cover your ears, earmuffs. The Gage isn't the one that gets killed. It's the older sister that gets run over by the truck. Now, had they not fucking revealed this in the trailer, this would have been an uppercut punch to everybody watching the movie in the theater. It would have been a jaw hit the floor moment, gasp. Rare that you see anymore these days in modern horror. But, oh no, they had to fucking spoil that shit in their little stupid trailer. They could have left the kids walking with the masks and the drums in the woods, and it was creepy enough right fucking there to get people to go. Colonel, go ahead, continue.
Exactly. You took the biggest twist you had in this entire fucking movie, you spoiled it in the fucking trailer. Like I said, shocker. I knew it was coming, and you couldn't even top the original one. I'm sorry, it's fucking hilarious to me when it happens. You could have at least upped the level of funny, but you didn't. You played it fucking serious, and that made it even worse.
And even the twist endings, there's two different endings. They both suck. They both suck.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a terrible movie. I'll go out on the limb and say this isn't like one of the worst remakes I've ever seen.
No.
There's plenty of good qualities about it, but it's not the same fucking movie. It's like Child's Play and then Child's Play. Like, it's literally has the same feel to it.
A few atmospheric moments, and that's it. That's all you get from Pet Cemetery. I mean, whole damn enchilada. Man, I think I'm going to torture myself to see how bad the fog is, you know? Just bring something soft and foamy, like a dog toy that you can throw at the TV. That'll help, okay?
Or a nice pillow and a blanket.
Sure. Oh, yeah, you might be out before anything happens. But please get back to us and tell us we're wrong. Tell us we're wrong. I would love to hear that. And then I'll really jump on you. That's one movie I'll fight somebody over that they try to say it's a good movie at all. I can't. I mean, we say nobody's wrong here. You like that thing, you're probably in the wrong place. I don't know. Grizzly Bear, a.k.a. Mr. 10K agrees. Yes, these folks, their whole family heckled us throughout every Curse Your Luck game in New Mexico the entire time. But they were quite funny, and it helped add to the environment, so we appreciate it. And the Mr. 10K was, I believe the question was, this film eclipsed this number for the first time in a special effects budget, and the movie was Fright Night, and his answer was $10,000. In 1985, we'd already had aliens and all kinds of crazy high dollar special effects movies, a few Friday the 13th, a few Nightmare on Elm Street, so at least two. So yeah, he said 10,000, and it was no. So he didn't live that down from us for the weekend. Anytime we could work that in there, we did. And he won't ever forget it again. I'm sure his family's doing a fine job reminding him on that, too. Dr. Smiley's going to check it out. Oh, boy. Well, here we go. Have you seen Trick or Treat, the 1031 movies? Okay, these are the Sammy. Those are anthologies. Just going back to the anthologies there. And I think he's responding. That's hit or miss.
Hold on. Well, yeah. Yes. I don't know if she's talking to us or not, but yes, I have seen Trick or Treat and 1031. I don't need any question to go unanswered, even if it's not for us.
Well, we can comment on it. It's an anthology, and we've seen it.
Thumbs up, yes.
And folks, don't forget, if we are going to be playing Curse Your Luck in a few weeks, well, shit, maybe not now, but just register to get ready for it, because the next game is scheduled for the first Monday in August. So you want to follow that link and get in the pool and you'll be called probably 3-4 days before we play it, just to make sure you can clear the schedule. So,
But well, it's just like a wrestling card, subject to change.
subject to change. That's good. I like that. Thank you, Faze. All right. Something I was talking about earlier. Could there be more after Evil Dead Rise? Colonel, take that one, man.
Most fucking definitely. Like I was kind of describing it, this conversation earlier today. No spoilers on this one. I mean, in the movie, there's 3 books, and the director says, okay, you had your Ash Williams book, the 2013 book, and this book. So you can go any fucking direction now with this. I mean, we've seen it in the woods, we've seen it back in time, and we've seen it in an apartment complex in modern times. Like, they can go anywhere with this, and I would love to see more Evil Dead if they can keep up this good of a storytelling as Evil Dead Rise and keep it feeling like Evil Dead.
One thing I haven't done yet that I want to do is pull up Army of Darkness when he goes to get the book, and the 3 books are there. I want to see if any of those books match up with anything we saw in the other 2.
I'm already telling you now, no.
No. Okay, that's cool. I just haven't had the time to do it yet. It's just one of those things that's always there. But this was one of my hot takes on my fucking list. My take is, and this is very hot actually. This is lukewarm, if that, tepid. There's not a bad film in the Evil Dead series. That's my take. I think it's solid top to bottom. They're all entertaining in their own way. Now, yes, the ones without Bruce Campbell, they're on a second tier below it, but doesn't mean they're a bad film. I just watched Evil Dead Rise 2 days ago, and it is good, man. It's super creepy for that environment. So I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, but I do not hate it.
No, I agree with you. I know a lot of people like to shit on Army of Darkness and the remake or reboot or whatever you want to fucking call it. There's no reason to debate that. I don't. They're all fucking good in their own special way. Like, here's my hot take that's going to pile onto this. All right, Evil Dead, the franchise as a whole, I dig it. Better entries than others, but overall, a lot of good films. Nightmare on Elm Street really fucking sucks, with the exception of like a couple of movies, in my opinion. I think they're shit. Like, other than the creative kills, what's fucking there? I don't need a stand-up comedian to be my slasher. If you like it, that's cool. I'm not saying there's one way or the other, but other than Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a fucking horror classic, no one could ever shit on that. Dream Warriors and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. That's all I got patience for.
Hey, Rose, we got saying, hey guys, where's Crank? Well, as we explained at the top of the show, last anybody saw him, naked, shovel over the shoulder, heading for the Grand Canyon somewhere out of New Mexico. We don't know. We don't know what happened. Just kidding. I'm kidding. He had a corporate thing to do tonight for his business, and he's out there making the ducats tonight on special assignment. So we gave him the night off. Go ahead and do that. So just a little thing, taking a little extra rest and then earning some dough. You're leading me right into a couple of more things on my list, Colonel, with this. The Freddy, you mentioned, 1 and 2, scary. 3 a little bit, but towards the end of 3, it went into the one-liners. By the end of 3, it was all one-liners. Yes? And then 4,
Yes.
5, and beyond, as many jokes as we could cram Freddy into. Every kill is going to have a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger type one-liner attached to it. Ridiculous. And I would have been perfectly fine with Freddy staying in the scary mode throughout this entire trip. I might not have spawned as many movies, but it would have made for a better series, which leads me to my second point. I compare these stories, all of these things. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, go on. And when you're done, I'm going to say, when the fuck are we actually going to film this? Like we've been talking about for a while. I'm thinking I know where you're going with this.
You know where I'm going with this, man. And this is about a series as a whole. Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th. And I throw one in here that, you can put Evil Dead in there in this argument. But the one I put above them all, what I think has the most solid, cohesive story throughout its 4 films, and one at the end that's kind of crazy, but Phantasm. Phantasm is the story is way more together and connects all the films where all those other ones fail there. All of them.
No, I agree completely. Like so we've discussed this before. Granted, I wouldn't. You can throw Halloween and stuff, but usually I just compare Nightmare and fucking Phantasm.
It's like
That's where it's like, okay, Phantasm blows out of the water, but of course you have the same director, majority of the same fucking cast in all these movies. Like, that's easy to tell that cohesive story. Whereas where Nightmare, you had Wes Craven the first one, out the second one, and the third one.
Telling a cohesive story that blends some crazy elements of sci-fi and horror, and a little comedy in it. That's works brilliantly. That's how you do fucking little slapstick. A little bit. Not fucking every fucking kill. Ugh. Getting me annoyed now.
That's the point of this show, remember?
I want to go back to Bill Wolf. He said the remake of The Fog sucked. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. I'm with you on that. Oh. I don't think the Grizzly Bears should sign up to play for a while. The Grizzly Bears are absolutely welcome to play again.
He has to redeem himself.
Yes, he's got to come back and prove to his family and kin that he can do this, and we know he can. Patricia's watching Rock and Roll High School a few weeks ago with the great PJ Souls. Happy birthday, ma'am! If somehow you see this, one of the sweetest and most just friendliest guests we've ever met. Colonel, you can verify that.
Oh yeah, she was super friendly, man. She always is. She's always fucking top notch.
See, our MO is we go get the autograph, and then we go, instead of the selfie, because they got the combo thing, you go, how about you do an ID for the show for us? Oh, yeah, we'd love to. And then she just looked at it and went, why don't we do the selfie too? And I was like, totally. So
with the shirt on.
Yeah, she put the shirt right on. I posted a picture up in a group on someone wishing her a happy birthday. Just said pretty much the same fucking thing,
I wonder if she still has said shirt.
Of all the shirts we've given out, I'd say over 100 shirts to celebrities, and I've yet to see one in the wild. Now,
Maybe here, I've looked.
I will say in New Mexico, we gave away probably 40, 50 shirts, and the great people of New Mexico were like, fuck yeah, putting them right on. So that was very cool as well. But we have more shirts to get. Don't worry. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay. Yes. Rose, no problem. What about a good remake of Christine? I've heard this is happening. I have no idea who's behind it, who's in it, who wrote it, but I heard they're doing it. Now, this is another one I think that's kind of stuck in its time.
As we say, this is one I'd be okay with them remaking, honestly. I rewatched this again for the first time in fucking years. And I was like, it's not as good as I remember. You ever watch a horror movie, like, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And like 10 years later, you fucking rewatch it, you're kind of like, Like, this is one of the ones where I was like, it's just not as good as I remember.
I kind of disagree because Artie Cunningham, played by I forgot what's his name? I gapped on his name.
I'm not bailing you out.
The star of Christine. I'm not going to look it up because it's just going to waste time. But his role was engaging and heartbreaking. I thought he nailed it. I love the cast of that movie. I love the bullies. Buddy Repperton, what a good fucking high school bully, And but you could absolutely remake this. Just how do we do it? Where do we take? We're going to have a now almost 60-year-old car driving around like restored.
No,
or are we going to?
I say you remake it and put it in the same time period.
Same time period.
Yeah, I mean, don't reinvent the fucking wheel. Just
follow the book, huh?
Just follow the book. Yeah, I think people can buy a fucking movie that's a period movie. I mean, fuck.
Let's see. Oh, Halloween Ends. What is this? This is
it's all about Christine, I believe.
Oh, Christine. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Just make the goddamn eyes white. He's talking about Evil Dead. I'm sure of it, and
Yeah.
I agree. When our protagonist in Evil Dead Rise, they throw her in that bathtub, and her eyes roll back in her head, and it gives you that just a taste of that old Evil Dead look from the original movies. always 100 times scarier than any kind of stupid demon pupil you can put contact lens in the eye. Go with the fucking white. It's way scarier. Well done, BK. Let's see. Did you guys see the Evil Dead episode on the new Creep Show series? We sure did, man. That is one we celebrated, but we didn't want to give any spoilers, man. Oh,
Yeah, that is my favorite episode of all 3 seasons, man. I still go back and watch that fucking episode. It's so fucking good.
He brings the fucking book to an
to a fucking Antiques Roadshow, essentially. And you got fucking Bob Ross going around fucking shit up.
It's excellent. Yeah, I think that was the peak of the Creep Show series so far. You know, Nicotero was they were hitting 100 that day, man, for sure. Joseph says, not all remakes suck. I know what you're going to say. There are 2 exceptions in my book are The Fly and the 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. In my opinion, both movies outdid the originals. You're right. I mean, well, you're half right. I mean, because those one that, especially Invasion from the Body Snatchers, that one really fucked people up, kind of like how Jaws did for people going in the ocean. People were freaking out, man. They didn't want to, go to sleep. They didn't want to get potted when they were sleeping, So, The Fly, well, come on, Cronenberg, Jeff Goldblum, it's a masterpiece. Much like The Thing, much like I said, Night of the Living Dead when they remade that, Dawn of the Dead when they remade that. Those are both excellent. Do they surpass the originals? Probably not.
Dude, there's a key fucking remake that I think far surpasses the original that no one ever fucking mentions. The Blob.
The Blob.
The remake is fucking fantastic.
And we need to do another category. It's like remakes that are so fucking good, they get their own category. And people don't look at them as remakes. And The Blob would be in there. The Thing would be in there. Dawn of the Dead would be in there. Night of the Living Dead would be in there. No, you wouldn't put Dawn of the Dead in there.
No, the remake's okay. It doesn't hold a candle to the fucking original.
I would never say that, but it is a pretty solid horror movie. If they had called it just a random zombie movie, it would have been fucking wow. It would have been in everybody's top 10.
The fucking zombies run. I hate that shit.
Yeah, but
you know how I feel about running fucking zombies, man. I'm a purist when it comes to my fucking zombies.
Brings us to another hot take, folks. Running zombies versus walking zombies. Where do you stand, and who is right?
Well, I think you know where I fucking stand, and I know who's right.
And
what's more terrifying? Okay, you're right. I can't outrun a fucking running zombie. I might last fucking eighth of a fucking mile, maybe a quarter of a mile if I'm lucky. And I'm fucking exaggerating. I wouldn't even make it that far. But a walking zombie, man, yeah, they're slow. You can outrun them. You have to stop. They fucking don't. They're eventually going to fucking catch your ass. That is way more terrifying to me than getting attacked by the equivalent of a fucking cheetah. I don't stand a chance. Like there's nothing terrifying about that.
Patricia Tallman's Barbara. She said it herself. They're so slow. We could walk by them. And you can't. If the walking zombies. The running ones, they're scary in mass when there's a lot of them. But you just got one to contend with. He's coming at you. As long as you've got a blunt object, I wouldn't worry about it, the running ones. I am partial to the walking zombies. Romero said it. Fuck you. Zombies don't run. Love him for that. Rest in peace, George Romero. We lost you just 6 years ago, just yesterday. And that's one colonel got to meet I never got to meet that I'll never, ever be able to meet. But rest in peace, and thank you. Thank you, George Romero.
My hero.
Yes, hero.
One of my heroes.
Underrated. All right, keep going. Let's see. Let's try to get to some of these zombie. Let's see here. What's this? Oh, here we go. Frost Gang says, I can't watch Nightmare without seeing Robert Englund in 5. In V, sorry.
In V, not 5.
Yes, well, you know, it is a,
What the fuck?
you know, what's his name in V? It's Willie, right?
I'll be honest, I've never seen the fucking miniseries.
You should watch it, man. It's the final battle is the one he's in the most, I think, and but he is charming in it, you know. And for me, I was like, holy shit, that's the guy from V when we seen him in Nightmare on Elm Street, you know. What's his name? Robert England. I know that.
See, that's what I love about the fucking, when we met him, I mentioned it to him, but he kind of shrugged it off because he was talking about the best places to eat in fucking Houston. I love that running joke when he guest starred in that Halloween episode of Mad TV.
Yeah.
Kiss on it.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, it's Robert England. Like, aren't you the guy from V? Like, no one ever said anything about fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought that was fucking brilliant.
He loves it. He just lights up to when anybody brings up V. You know, it's just so tickled by it.
He didn't when I brought up Mad TV though. They damn near forgot about it.
Goddamn, Patricia, that is a great remake right there. The Hills Have Eyes. I love Wes Craven's original, but it does look dated, and I understand it's supposed to look gritty and kind of like a home movie kind of thing, but they made this into a fucking horror movie straight up. This remake. Second one, not so much, man, but this one, it's got the gore, it's got the jump scares, it's got like the soundtrack, the sound design of this fucking movie. It's just constant buzzing of flies, and you're in the desert and shit. It drives you insane, but it absolutely keeps you off balance the entire movie. So good pull there, Patricia. Let's see. Whole Damn Enchilada says 1, 2, scary, 3, action movie, comedy. Great though, and the new Nightmare he went funny, but great because he unique story. You know, I know a lot of people like the Dream Child and the Dream Master, but I think I was starting to check out already by then. I do appreciate those stories, but man, I just couldn't get by the goddamn slapstick. Like every fucking slash was a fucking
Yeah.
You know?
Now you're playing with power.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Even
When
though
I
I just
was a little kid, I fucking appreciated that. But I was a little fucking kid. I was like, damn, I wish I had a power glove. I didn't have one of those. Now it's just an eye roll. Like every time I'm like, that's how I know I got old, folks.
I mean, I get it. They were trying to reach the younger, you know. None of those Elm Street movies ever went PG-13, though, did they? No, they were all rated R.
They're all rated R.
Oh, Lord. Let's see here. Ah, yes, it's getting caught up here. Craig, Phantasm, yes. Yes. You have to love it. The Tall Man, oh, yeah, here's the love. The Tall Man is such an underrated, just evil entity and just played to perfection. You don't really know what he is. You don't really know what he can do. Yes, Angus Scrimm.
I feel like the Phantasm franchise is fucking underappreciated.
Oh,
minus the first film, like no one ever fucking talks about 2, 3, and 4. And I'm purposely leaving out Ravager.
but you got to watch it just to see where they took it. I mean, it's kind of unsatisfying where they end it, but to get there, the ride, it's a beautiful ride, and the story is so fucking good, and they make you care about it. Like it matters. You know, you're invested into this quest. So I mean, if you haven't seen it, they explain a whole lot what the fuck's going on in the first movie throughout that series. You'll get all your questions answered. Let's see. One of the creepy twins is only taking her DCS shirt off when she has to. Hey,
that's
awesome. Right. You know, it's pretty soon that thing will be walking around by itself. Bill Wolf, another possible remake. Cujo, yes. Although
I'm going to say no, because the only reason why I'd much rather have the man in the fucking suit.
That's what I'm getting at.
Any CGI. Like if they can make the because I just know they're not going to make it look good. That's just not.
And how many of you didn't know that? Yes, that was a man in a fucking dog suit for a lot of the intense scenes of the dog attacks. I didn't until about 5 years ago, man. Crazy. Let's see. Can't be done. You're saying about Cujo, BK? Christopher Montoya. As long as Christine is not a 2003 Ford Mustang. Yes, Gordon Keith. That's the guy who played Artie Cunningham. And if you're Buddy Repperton, Cunningham. Yes. A Christine prequel. There's a good idea.
That's interesting.
You could see the brothers, their whole adventure, and that could be twisted. Now, there's something you might be able to give to Rob Zombie with Bill Moseley in that role, playing one of the brothers, you know?
Something to ponder.
There's a Love for the Blob remake, yes.
See, Rosie knows what's up.
She knows what's up, man, for sure. Faye says, not to be pushy salesman, but do you think they'd like any of our other... Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, that was for you back there, you know. Lorena, welcome. She says, starring Kevin Dillon's Perm.
That's a sweet fucking perm, man. That motorbike and shit.
Come on, the Perms were fucking riding high at this point, man. This was the look. And I think everybody thought he was going to get it first, you know, instead of the jock. So that was a nice twist right out the fucking beginning, you know. Although if you were really astute, you could look at that poster and figure out who that was. Okay, everybody's getting in on the zombie debate, and the overwhelming response is walking.
These are my fucking people, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Ryan Inman, yep, the 88 version of the Blob, very underappreciated. Many forget about it, you know, I mean. And I have actually heard Zombie, he at one time was attached to another remake of the Blob, and then let it go because it was getting too studio messy. Tricia says, also, why is there never a zombie with a wheelchair or crutches? Where are the disabled zombies in the world? That is a good point, too.
That is a good point.
I would say they're easy targets. You know, they're in the wheelchair already, but...
That you should see zombies. Like, I see Patricia's point.
Now, well, I mean, what about... I mean, are they going to be able to do that motor skill, though? I mean, if you got the electric one, you could probably figure that and just kind of bump into it, you know?
All right, which Romero film are we talking about? Are we talking about Night of the Living Dead? Or are we working our way up to Land of the Dead, where they're starting to remember, you know, or even Day of the Dead, where they're starting to remember, you know, their past lives and how to do shit.
Our Day of the Dead site was, you know, not wheelchair friendly at all. I would probably
but badass would have been to see them fucking asshole soldiers down there blasting away the fucking zombies as the fucking lift came down. You see a badass zombie in a wheelchair come flying through, boom, landing right top of just attacking one from above.
Just rolls off and dumps out like in the remake of Night of the Living Dead when the Quaker Oats man fell off the banister on the top of the second floor.
So that'd be fucking badass though, dude. To actually see that.
I agree. It's a missed opportunity, Patricia, if you ask us. Running zombies seem to be more rage virus zombies. I agree with that. You know,
I agree.
And that's the thing. We love our zombies like crawled out of the grave too. I want that. You know, I want mine stinking of rot and everything. You know, not just someone just getting up off the ground freshly dead. I want, you know, come out of the grave. That's the ones that, you know, Return of the Living Dead, the only movie that really kind of, and to a point, children shouldn't play with dead things. The only time I really saw zombies coming out of the ground, maybe the Thriller video. Michael Jackson had a little bit of that too. But what the fuck, man? Can't we get some zombies crawling out of their graves in the dirt? Let's get creative here, folks. Once the strike's over, of course. Let's see. Walking make it so much worse. Yeah, it's just way more fucked up.
That's replied to one of the phases.
Yep. Take on the It remakes versus the originals. Oh boy, Colonel.
Oh fuck! God damn it! All right, this is where I'm like torn.
Tell it like it is.
Because I really love the original TV series, you know, the made-for-TV movie It. But it's so full of fucking nostalgia for me. But man, It Chapter 1 is really fucking good. Like, really fucking good. The chemistry of that cast blows away the fucking TV movie.
What happened?
What happened? You know what happened. We had to go see that bullshit fucking part 2 in IMAX, sitting front fucking row like this. I had to see a shitty goddamn sci-fi original fucking CGI effect for a fucking Paul Bunyan statue, man. Yeah. That's what happened to fucking It Chapter 2. Plus, the chemistry wasn't nearly as fucking good. It's just they ruined it. Like they could have done so much better with Chapter 2 and just shit the fucking bed.
I mean, it was stunning how good those kids were together.
Mm.
How I was like, they fucking nailed the book, nailed it. And they left out a couple of those more disturbing Stephen King things. You know what I'm talking about. But it was still great. And then, yeah, I just I like Bill Hader and stuff. Dude, none of them had it. None of them. It just didn't feel like any of the same people at all. And so, yeah, it's a fail. So I guess I'll say it too. I love the original Tim Curry, Pennywise, and that whole thing, but loved the kids in the part 1 of the remake and the atmosphere of it. But other than that, man, sucked. Are we looking forward to 28 Years Later movie? I guess so, because now we get to see the rage virus 28 years later. Could be some rotten ass things going on around there. Yeah. What do you think?
No, I'm not looking forward to it at all. Just being honest, I'll watch it. I'll review it. See, 28 days later, I liked. 28 weeks later, yeah, no.
It lost me.
Yeah, so this one, I'm like, I'm on the fucking fence. All right, I mean, we're talking 20 years since 28 days later now. We'll see.
All right. Jimmy says, just rewatched Return of the Living Dead, and they seem to have a good mix of slow zombies. The shambling Tarman is one, yes, and the fast zombies. Forward thinking in 85. My problem is the fast zombies, a lot of them crawled out of their graves, so that doesn't compute in my head. Now, the Tarman was in the same grave in the same position for 30 years, 30-something years, so, 60, 70, 80. So, wasn't quite 20 years. But he was all crippled up. All these other zombies were limber and all good. That was something Bob Clark was doing at Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things remake. The script that leaked a little bit had the zombies rising out of the grave, but the first thing they did was head to the bushes, and they were shitting and taking pisses because they've been right. So I was already like turned off by that. I mean, I was gonna go see it, but I was like, oh man, because Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things is pretty fucking terrifying that last half hour, man, for a 1972 zombie movie. Colonel?
No, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. I like The Last House on the Left remake. The original was awful. Disagree. I do like the remake, but that original has that is a. If you look up the definition of a gritty, fucking kind of exploitation movie, that's what you're going to see in the description. Last House on the Left, Wes Craven's. I mean, it just is. It's fucking. It's so. It looks grainy and bad like that, but it's intentional. Believe that's intentional. Yeah. I love the remake though, especially the ending when they popped that dude's head. He severed his, so he couldn't move, and put his coconut in the microwave and turned that shit on. That was fucking some revenge. That's good stuff. I think that one had a little bit more tongue in cheek to it than reality based than the original one was. But I have to disagree, Rosie. Colonel?
Yeah, my argument's invalid on this one. I have seen the original. I have seen the remake. I'll even throw in I Spin Your Grave. Anything that involves fucking rape, I have a hard time watching. I can watch damn near anything, but that just turns my stomach and turns me off, man. I can't do it.
Exploitation was the height of it, Mother's Day had come right after this and everything. So, I mean, all these fucking goofy, rapey movies were coming out, and I Spit on Your Grave, shit like that. But I don't know, man. This one still, it has those fingerprints of Wes Craven, that original does. The remake is just slick. It's kind of, it's watered down. Okay, does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. Like I've seen them both.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one, I would choose the original. Because that one really made my stomach fucking turn watching it the first time.
Anything that can elicit a response like that from a fucking movie, that's as bad as it is. That's brilliant filmmaking, and I just can't go against it. I just can't. Joseph's back in here. Yes, he loves the Blob. Unfortunately, guys, I'm checking out a little early tonight. Our AC, oh no, it's 110 in Southern California, so I'm heading in to see the 3.5 hours Mission Impossible right now. I've heard that it's pretty good. Thanks for stopping in tonight, brother. We will catch up with you on the flip.
Stay cool, man.
Yeah,
Stay
man.
cool.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated.
Okay, here we go. Some Nightmare on Elm Street comments. The Dream Child is mediocre. The Dream Master is terrible. And Final Nightmare is complete and utter trash. I can't.
I agree.
I can't go against that, man. I can't go against that. Because I told you, man, after Dream Warriors, dude, I was like, what the fuck is going on now? You know, I mean, we got different people playing the same character. It just didn't work, man. But a lot of people love that story. They say, I love the story. Execution doesn't matter, I guess. All right, Julie, here it goes. The Evil Dead 2013 was better than the first original Evil Dead movies. There, I said it. Now you can crucify me. Yes, step over on that box right over there to your left. And
I've got
nails,
my hammer, nails, hammer right fucking here.
Bring it over.
I'm coming. What the fuck?
Okay.
I can't say you're wrong, but fuck, I want to say you're wrong.
I'm going to tell you why I disagree. The premise of the 2013 remake is outstanding. Her a recovering drug addict, and none of them believe her. So when shit starts happening, that's why it's extra cool. And they didn't. I thought they took more liberties with the shocking, gore and body mutilation than they did in Evil Dead Rise, in my opinion. It was just come on, dude. They stuck a needle in the dude's. They showed the needle going under the dude's eye. This one, you got a little tattoo on your face, a little tattoo needle. Yeah, that hurts. This dude had a fucking needle. Then he pulled it out himself. So that was.
Well, even the fucking turkey carver, man.
The turkey carver, the tongue. With the. Whoa. I mean, so it does have moments in 2013. But to say that it is. Let me reread your words here. Better. Okay, not better. Is it better? It's not better. It's the first one is scarier. The first one was psychotic for 1983 when we finally got it in theaters. The bodily dismemberments. I mean, yeah, they look a little cheesy now, but it's still intense. The blood flow in that movie, the just the pencils getting stabbed into the soft part of your ankle. I mean, the axe hit. I love the axe hit that Scotty hits on Shelly. She goes right down because that's how a fucking body would go down if you hit it with an axe like that. I'm sorry.
You were talking about fucking rape. I mean, she got raped by the fucking woods.
By the woods, dude.
Like,
even dudes were going, you know what I mean?
Let's break it down. 2013. Is it better produced? Yes.
Looks better.
It looks better. It's acted better. I mean, of course it's better because it has this foundation that the original Evil Dead made when it was first released. No one's seen anything like that when it first came out. I mean, when I first seen The Evil Dead, I was fucking freaked out, man. It was a good fucking movie. It scared the shit out of me. The 2013, I was kind of watching it more for, again, the story's good. But when I was in the theater, I was there more for the effects. That's what I wanted to see. Let me see the fucking blood.
I think that was. Uh-oh. Are you there? Who's out? Am I out or you out?
No, we're both here. What are you talking about?
Okay, I all froze there. Everything froze on me. The Evil Dead Rise, I thought the cheese grater bit, I missed opportunity. You should.
How much fucking Bruce Campbell fucking sold that bit? And when I saw it, I was like, that's it?
That's it? I was waiting for some Play-Doh Fun Factory action, dude, when she slid that down. Some flesh coming in, little worms coming off her leg. That's what I wanted to see. And instead we get a little, let's put some red paint on the thing and just, there you go. No. Missed opportunity.
They literally took a paint roller on it. I was like,
there should have been some depth into that calf there after that cheap thing went down. Some lines, a couple of deep lines. Missed it. By that much. Okay, I'm going to let that one go because I'm just going to get mad here. Dave's in the house. What's going on, motherfuckers? Just popped on for a few minutes. Well, thanks for that, dude. Canadian Dave.
And he's probably gone already.
It's already gone. Have we seen the newest Children of the Corn movie? If so, the thoughts. Crank watched it.
I watched it.
You watched it.
When you guys are out being fucking rock stars, it was a home. Because my French overlords. So I was like, I'm going to watch the Children of the Corn remake. I'm sure it's fucking awful. Boy, was I right. It was fucking awful. Fucking awful. Like I said, every movie now has to have a political. And it's always been the same for horror, but they're more obvious with them now. The crops are dying. Spoiler alerts. Because I never really did a proper review on this because we talked about Morgan Crypt a lot.
Go ahead.
And it was raining cats and dogs out there. The crops are dying. The town's going to sell off the fucking land. The kids don't like it. Well, the crops are dying because they're using this pesticide that's killing the soil and blah, 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 blah. And you got behind the rows. And it's actually just a bunch of fucking corn stalks grown together in the form of a fucking monster. And oh my God. Yeah, it was just.
So
I couldn't even fucking give them. I couldn't even give them like, you're supposed to grade on a curve. I couldn't even be like, I know you filmed this during COVID. All right. I should have come a little slack for that, but I couldn't because it was just that bad of a fucking movie. So don't eat GMO food, folks. It kills the crops. And don't worry about the pesticides. Yeah.
Sweet corn's good, man. I think you gotta dump some shit on there to get it to that flavor, something.
They have to.
Well, there you have the Children of the Corn, a quick remake. Here we go. A remake of The Entity would be interesting. Anything like that, the Changeling, The Entity. I'm not going to say Amityville Horror because, let's face it, it's going to be the Amityville Doghouse pretty soon. They're running out of ideas. They really are. What do you think of The Entity, Colonel?
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that are due for. It's okay with a remake.
How about The Legacy? That's another one that's right up there with The Entity. That one where the dead lady grabs her hand and puts the ring on her. That shit traumatized me when I was a kid, man.
I'm good with that. I mean, you kind of really got my attention though with the Changeling remake. Because, like I said, I'm not as sold on that movie as like you say, Crank are. So I think I'd be okay with a remake of that.
Atmospherically, and when the ghost does make some movements, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot around like that was aggressive like that, and then I just think you could do a lot more with it now, and probably, we don't have the great George C. Scott anymore, though. That could factor in. You got to get somebody that's, maybe Patrick Stewart or something could do that role. I don't know. He's used to being a fucking.
Here's a question with that. Say if they were to do a remake of The Changeling, what studio do you want to put its grubby hands on it? Atomic Monster, the Conjuring universe, or A24?
I guess A24, just because they're weirder, they might come up with some more weird shit than Atomic Monster would.
I agree with you. It's hands down A24. Atomic Monsters. It's going to be a Conjuring remake, and this one, if they make a Changeling, it has to be a slow fucking burn like the original. Fucking has to be.
Joseph says, "Hell no! Leave Cujo alone. It's a near perfect movie." He's not here to defend it now, so. Oh, geez. Let's see. He says, Brandon don't want a remake. Nope, because I just got the autograph from Dean Wallace on a nice Cujo picture. He sure did. A winner of not a winner, but a second. He got a runner-up prize from Curse Your Luck, and that's
your runner-up prize, folks. Like,
autograph Dean Wallace, 8x10, $40 value, probably $50 value on that shit on the house from the DCS, because that's how we fucking roll, baby.
And never mind the marker stains on my fucking palms. It wasn't me that wrote that. It was truly D. Wallace.
Yeah, it was. We just had Colonel stick it between his ass cheeks, and he bent over and, squiggled on there.
I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Don't smell it when you get it, BK. Don't ever take it out of that plastic, all right?
It's something deadly if you fucking get away from that, buddy.
Lorena's not making fun of the perm. She has much love for the perm. Yeah, I think we all do. We love Johnny Drama, as he would become known in Entourage just 20 years after that movie. Speaking of that, so many more kid zombies. Yeah, should be more kid zombies. True. I mean, Dawn of the Dead kind of had kid zombies, but yeah, I mean, all these, if the parents are getting taken out, kids are going to be starving to death. They're going to be making mistakes and getting caught in hordes of zombies. There should be zombie kids all over the fucking place. Excellent point. If there's something against the film guild, though, was against that. Can't have kids at night eating people and stuff,
Bullshit.
Buddy from Friday the Part 2 in the wheelchair became a zombie with a machete to the face. Wow.
Two by first.
Mark, that was his name, right? Mark. In
Yeah,
Part 2.
Mark.
And he became Machete Head. That's an interesting. What if you're in a wheelchair and you get killed, and the zombie virus takes you over? Do you think it could restore like those channels back to your walking ability?
I'm sure it would because it's reanimating a dead corpse.
Yeah. Dead cells are back to life, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
We just got a wrinkle for our zombie movie, Colonel.
we do. But
Right.
we need to copy Mark's death and
Yeah.
have him turn into a zombie on the beach
Yeah.
of the fucking lake and try to roll the fucking wheelchair and just be like fucking kicking up sand. It has to be a horror comedy. Then he'll get up, take a look at it, and, and just start fucking walking.
Well, first he's got to take a step and fall on his face, and then he'll get up and slowly slumber away. All right, we got it. Let's see. Yeah, most of us have succumbed to the perm at some point. I have not. I never did. I kind of had a natural wave to my hair when I had hair, but not before. I argue that rage are zombies. They're not dead. Are not zombies, he's probably saying. You know what? That's good. Because they're kind of out of their minds. This is the same thing as the sadness. They're not dead people. They just get this fucking virus and it takes over their, frontal lobe and everything, and they're out of their heads.
Just a heads up, that's a loud rumble of thunder.
Didn't hear it come through, thank goodness.
I'm just letting you guys know.
Patricia loves the zombies from Dead Alive, probably her favorite zombie movie. That one is so much fun. And if you're any kind of squeamish to gore, if you watch that movie, you'll be all set. You can watch anything after that. Yeah. Maybe not City of the Dead, but almost anything.
Yeah, but I compare Dead Alive gore with Evil Dead 2 gore. It's so
Right.
over the top and cartoonish.
Yes, the color of the blood, too. I recommend trying to get the 4K remaster of Dead Alive or Brain Dead, if you can, to see it in its red, gory gloriness. I saw it on the big screen at a fucking bar with just a bunch of drunks, dude, and it was just, they were cheering and throwing shit at the screen at the end of it when it all went to hell. Land just made it. Terry, what up, brother? And yes, we've got a great bit coming together, and Mr. Tarek is going to be a guest star in it. We're getting the details together, and dude, we will be with you on it. Just, you know what to do, I think, basically anyway. Just kind of, you know what to do. But we'll clarify. We're going to sit down once we got a minute. Like, you wouldn't believe all the shit going on this week. I can't even say. But we'll be back to you soon on that, brother. Thanks for joining us tonight.
2 times, Egg. We agree to 0.
0.
0.
The original It for Bill. Yes, I agree. Lance said, I didn't see chapter 2, I guess because the first one nailed it. Yeah, you didn't need to. You did the right thing, man. You left with a good taste in your mouth because, boy, oh boy, that is a disappointment. What about a Maximum Overdrive remake? We've had this discussion before. I think,
and I'd be okay with it because I think the original Maximum Drive is fucking awful.
it is awful, but I love it. I love the AC/DC soundtrack. I love Emilio Estevez. I love the stupid characters. I love the guns.
You don't love the kid in the red hat.
I don't love the kid in the red hat. This is the reason that this movie is not a 10 for me, probably, is because of the kid in the red hat and not the colonel there. We're talking, this kid can't fucking act. And if I ever see him at a con, I will have to tell him that. It's going to break his heart. I don't know. But I might have to get an autograph just to get a shitty ID so I can manipulate it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would be okay with it. Just, let's get, if we're going to be running people over, let's fucking run some people over. Give me the gel bodies filled up with the corn syrup and red shit. Let's get some splatter, man. Let's make this good if we're going to do it.
We still definitely need the Green Goblin fucking truck, though.
Got to have the Green Goblin truck. Or if you're, I guess I would accept another villain in that universe, but that one looked choice. The Green Goblin was badass.
Good luck getting fucking Sony to give that up again.
Right. Frost agrees with the Colonel about 28 days. There you go. Let's see. Boyfriend's Back. I do remember this one. Speaking of zombie movies, you ever watched the movie My Boyfriend's Back? I don't know if you ever came on a DVD or not. but I have it on VHS. I actually saw this one at the movies. It
You
featured a
would.
very young Philip Seymour Hoffman in it. It did. That was not bad. I mean, it's it's funny. It's meant to be lighthearted and stuff. But it's definitely it's a zombie movie. It is. You see my point? Yes. And I don't mean to, come off as a dick or anything. I just right. I just to me that is somewhat of a masterpiece in that realm of style of filmmaking, in that style of storytelling. That one is a cornerstone, and that's the best way I can put it. That's Last House on the Left. Again, we're talking about. Callback. Why did they remake Children of the Corn? I'm thinking the studios probably they own the title, and it was cheap for them to throw it out there. They need to spend money. You got to keep the budget, like any company, you kind of got to spend to get it replenished. So it was probably meant to be a tax write-off all along, and it looks like they delivered on just that. Colonel, would you agree with that?
I agree. The remake of Children of the Corn is a fucking cash grab, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Like the Hellraiser movies.
Last House on the Left. The scariest thing for me is that David Hess was apparently basically playing himself. That is kind of twisted, man. It's just, it sucks when art imitates reality or the other way around. Tarek agrees 100% with Colonel on the subject matter of Last House and that kind of film. It's not horror. It's just uncomfortable and unnecessary, but masterfully executed. I can't let that go. I will always hammer that point home for that movie, it's not one that I run to watch ever. That's even one that if I catch on TV, I might click past it because you got to be in a special mood for that to be filthy like that. Dave says I saw the Last House remake and will never forget. Like 5 sets of parents brought kids that were like 6 or 7. And I'm one for watching horror movies with young people, but Christ, that movie left me needing a shower. Shame on those parents. Yeah, exactly. You feel absolutely disgusting walking out of a movie like that. I Spit on Your Grave was my favorite date movie back in the day, and Faze's dad still married me. Why am I not surprised at that statement? That's pretty good. Can we put Julie in an iron box in the sun? Oh
No, come on. Come on, Dr. Smiley. That's way too. That's fucking awful, man. I'd rather be crucified. Especially that heat dome in Southwest is going happening right now. Jesus Christ.
He had encounters with Julie at Morgan Crypt as well, so I'm sure that they know exactly who they are, and she might even voluntarily get into the box to lead out in the sun.
I know. I'm playing it up. It's
so
called
good.
Playing It Up, Zag. I know he's being legit.
Oh my God! Well, I don't know. You don't know with this guy, man. Wait till you see what he did to Crank. And the rest of us, for that matter. I still have to sit on the pillow here. It sucks. 2013 Evil Dead was good, but in my opinion, the worst one, or I should say the least good. That's a good way to put it. I would put this one ahead of Evil Dead Rise, though, even after just watching it again the other night. I love the drug recovery. And she already fucked us on this once, so fuck her. We're not believing her this time. She's staying here until she's well. That's why I dig it a little bit more than Rise. More solid story. And those fucking demons were a little more crazy in 13, Not much, but a little. Okay. 100% agree. The 83 flick I got in trouble watching it was Zag. Yes, that was, which one was that again?
If you can't remember.
The Evil Dead. It was Evil Dead.
Yes.
Yeah. 83. Yeah. We're talking about a lot of movies here. All right, Colonel, how about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? What do you think of this new craze where these copyrights are coming off and trademarks, and these people can take a Disney character, a beloved Disney character, and do this to it?
I love the idea of it, but I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey yet.
I did.
I do want to see it before the year's out because I want to make sure it's at least for consideration in my top 10. I can't rule it out. I'm sure I fucking will after I watch it.
I don't think.
But I gotta watch it.
I don't think it's that good to make any of our lists, but it is moderately entertaining, especially the little book at the beginning. Like they used to set up all the Winnie the Pooh cartoons. You'd kind of turn a few pages and then join one of the panels would come to life. Same fucking thing here, but the story is horrible, man. What happens? I mean, they fucking eat Piglet and shit. So I mean, or not Piglet, Eeyore.
Mm.
And it's just the way they spell it out. I busted out laughing and went, "This might be okay." It's actually a little bit. It's entertaining. It is. It's not a great film, no, but it is. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Bambi. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with. There's another one they're making. There's a sequel to this coming too. So I don't know, man. I didn't hate it. I can say that. I was entertained. Tarek, my wife watching original Evil Dead for the first time. Tree tentacle scene. She goes, someone watched Overfiend. I died laughing. Is Overfiend a game, Tarek? Like one of those MMOs? Virginia says, it's always going to be the originals for me. I wish they would stop remaking the movies. I agree, but I'm always in the pit of my stomach a little excited when I hear something I love is going to get redone. I'm always horribly disappointed. I mean, we counted on 4 or 5 fingers the one times we weren't. But yeah, I think absolutely. I don't think they should stop it. I think they should start making them better. We're going down the line. Yes. Oh, there's some crazy comments in here now. Oh, Jesus. Thoughts on it follows.
I liked it. I really liked it, man. It was a good fucking curse movie. Best one? No. But I like this new golden age of horror. I consider this is one of the ones that helped kickstart it, man. I really like It Follows. Top 10 all time? Definitely not. But it's fucking good.
It had moments. It had, obviously when the things are just standing there and stuff. But man, it didn't go anywhere really for me. I was disappointed with it. I was like, it lost me at some point. I stopped following.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because you're the source of the curse.
Christopher says the adult zombie straight up ate the kids.
Ate them to nothing but bone.
I can buy that too. Let's see. I missed your context of which one you were mad they canceled. I will try to find it, but I'm going to keep rolling here. There was Trucks in '97, arguably a Maximum Overdrive remake. I think that's the title of the short story that King wrote, is Trucks. And I think you're right. Somebody did do it. I have not seen it. I don't know if it's any better than the original. This is like Tarek's managed to avoid spoilers. I just hope they at least tied up the main story. And that was back to slid down a little bit now. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place here.
No, we need to.
Yep, I'm trying, man. Yeah. There's conversations within the conversations, This is usually Crank's job. Okay, there we go. Here we got something. Oops. God damn it. There it is. What about a Reanimator remake? Yeah,
that is one of the ones that's a hard to fucking no for me. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but this is a hard fucking no. I just think if they were to remake it now, it would be too serious, if that makes sense. Like, Reanimator now, yes, it's serious, but it's also a little tongue-in-cheek, too. And come on, we're not going to have a fucking severed head going down on fucking Barbara Crampton. They fucking remade it now.
Probably do something worse at this point.
I don't think they would, man. I can see this being a fucking Blumhouse acquisition and getting a remake that way. I'll be completely honest with you.
I would like to see a very bloody, but it's all on the casting here. You've got to get Herbert West correct. You got to get the right guy for that. And I don't know who it is. Jack Black. No.
No.
No. But fuck, man. Let's see. The Charlie Brown Massacre looks fun. No. Overfiend, an OG 10. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah. You could have been like the Japanese alien porn, would have been the acceptable answer too for that. Colonel's a big fan of that. He likes that tentacle stuff.
Sure.
Hey, James joined us.
But
He said there was a Reanimator remake. I think it was made in Germany or something. Really? Well, you would know. So we'll look into that. I know there's a few sequels, Bride of Reanimator, and they picked up Herbert West's story in prison and shit and coming out of prison, but none of them can touch the original Reanimator. I think that one was definitely just a marker in our 80s travels. Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Reanimator is fucking untouchable.
You might be right on that one. Huh? You might be
I
right.
know I might be. I know I'm right.
It's in Germany. That's why no one knows about it. So it's probably, yeah. I'm going to look for that. Think it's called Reanimator, James? See if you can catch a link somewhere. Let's see. I actually saw a live action version at somebody's booth at a convention one year. I didn't even want to look. A live action version? Which one?
What the fuck? The Tentacle movie, man.
Tentacle movie? That someone was doing the Tentacle movie at the booth? How the hell did they get away with that?
Was it the fucking Boys? The last season of the Boys when he fucked the octopus?
Oh my god, man. The Boys. Isn't that the one where the guy shrunk himself down and went in that guy's asshole and
Went in the dick and then sneezed and yeah. Love that fucking show, man.
Oh my god. Good lord. What happened? We were doing so good. Let's see. Oh yes, DTS. Yes, my wife is working on the wreath. Ah, yes, it should be badass. We will send pics. Yes, we are buying a wreath from Mr. Bill Wolf, his booth, and they killed it at the convention. They make these, it's like a typical Christmas wreath out of ribbons and stuff, but it's the centerpiece you want to pay attention to. They pick your favorite horror icons, hockey masks, Michael Myers, Scream, you name it, they can do it, and it's kick-ass, man. A lot of people were like, this is going to be hanging up year-round for me. I was like, this would be the perfect thing on my door for Halloween. So if you want to check that out, I'm sure we can get your link, Bill, post it if you would like to, and maybe we can get you some of those things sold.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding Reanimator, it would be difficult to replace Jeffrey Combs. Brought the Herbert West role to life. 100%, that's what I mean. It'd have to be a hell of a casting to get this to work. And I don't know who you would get. No idea. On the Japanese remake of Cube equals do not watch. Oof, that was bad.
Yeah. See, you already lost me a J horror, Fair. So I'm good.
Yes, it's bad, man. Here's PM says, yeah, the wreaths are amazing. She has 3 of them. See, that should tell you right there. That's the good stuff.
Speaking of 3 of them,
yeah.
Here's an open question. Hot take. Was the best part 3 of any horror franchise? Dun dun dun. Not really a hot take, more opinion, but
okay. So let's lay it out for them. We've got Friday the 13th in 3D. We've got Halloween 3, The Season of the Witch. We've got Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Warriors. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface. And Scream 3.
well, you got more than that.
There's more than that, too.
Toy 3. You got Army of Darkness. You got Day of the Dead. I said, any horror franchise.
Wow.
Which one's your top number 3?
Right now?
Exorcist 3. Holy shit.
Oh, God, that one's so underrated. I'm going to say Halloween 3 for me right now.
Right now.
That could change tomorrow, but right now, Halloween 3. I really, especially in the digital world we're living in now, that shit, there's one that could be remade with modern technology, too. People fucking getting the silver shamrock on their fucking phones, man. How do you stop that? You can't.
But they kind of did with Child's Play. Just because everything was connected. I mean, it wasn't your phones. It was like, the Alexa, Google at home shit. No, that's a good choice, man. Favorite number 3. I can't say Friday the 13th Part 3.
Tarek says Dream Warriors definitely in his top 3 of number 3s. So we need your number 1 there, Tarek. Give us your number 1 Part 3. Anything.
But yeah, Friday the 13th Part 3 is way off the list. I know he gets his mask, but it's such an awfully acted fucking movie, man. There's no way. There's better movies in the fucking franchise than Part 3.
Day of the Dead.
Army of Darkness is just way too out of left field compared to the first 2, Evil Dead movies. Like I said, Dream Warriors, that's a solid one, but I shit on fucking Nightmare on Elm Street enough tonight. I shit on Wes Craven a lot, actually, now that I think about it. I hate the Scream franchise, too, really.
You know what? I would put Dream Warriors at number 2 on this list for me. Halloween 3, Dream Warriors, Day of the Dead. That's my top 3.
I can't even come up with the top 3 right now off the top of my head. I'd really like to think about it. Because Wishmaster 3 was a nice return after Wishmaster 2, even though they're both awful. I think I'll agree with you. I'll go with Halloween 3, just because I really do like Season of the Witch. I think it's a great fucking movie.
Excellent.
Come on, fucking Tom motherfucking Atkins. Boom. Like,
Tom Atkins, baby.
Fucking enough said.
Just look out. He's after your mom. Here it is. Bill says, yes, hit us up on Instagram. Bell Fancy Creations with 2 underscores in there in between. If you want to get yourself a horror-themed wreath. And it's full fucking size, man. They're glorious. Okay. Oh, Tarek. Face the crowd, buddy. I'm going to get letters for this. My favorite third in horror, if it counts, is Alien. It counts. It counts. But I'm going to give you to the crowd on this one. What do you think?
Alien 3, Tarek. Alien 3. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're wrong, man. Like, I thought Alien Resurrection was 10 times better than fucking Alien 3.
Oof. Alien 3. Too many liberties it took with 3. Too many leaps. I do like it. I like the prisoners and stuff in it, man. But I just think we jumped the shark with 3. Honestly, for me. Jimmy says Day of the Dead gets my vote. Top-notch Savini effects, and I love the over-the-top human interaction. Yeah, this was Savini's masterpiece. I think his peak of just disgusting. With this movie, and still, I mean, some of that shit is like, and then when you're watching it, that when they were filming this, they took the Christmas break for 3 weeks, came back to the set, somebody pulled the plug on the refrigerator with all those real animal guts inside storing, no time to get fresh ones. They had to shoot with rotten, stankin' guts, sticking it in their mouth and shit. When Rhodes is cut in half, so I mean that's as real as it gets, man. You had the real death on set. P&M Belgrade, we are united over here with Halloween 3, and it's there's a lot, like that. Let's see, this horrible Alien 3. Those wreaths were amazing. I got one for my grandson. It was Huggy Wuggy. Yep. Crazy stuff here. All right. Yeah, the Penal Colony. Director's cut when it's the cow, not the dog. Just love the script and setting in Alien 3 too much. The setting is definitely very cool, man. But after Aliens, they couldn't go anywhere but down, right?
Yeah, like
that one was fucking. That's the fucking best one. I mean, and that one's probably the least horror of all of them. Aliens, But I fucking love it. Game over, man. Man, that's pretty good. Colonel, a part 3 question. I don't know, man. That's anybody else got a part 3 they love? No one's gonna give any love to part 3 in 3D. It is pretty shitty.
What love does it deserve, man?
It does have a couple of cool kills in it, but I love Richard Brooker's Jason. I love the hockey mask arriving. I love Shelley. Shelley was great, you know, even though he's not the strongest actor in it either. But this was the first Friday the 13th movie where I got to go embrace it by myself. You know, I went and saw it at the young age of 12 or whatever it was. It's like really the first one I went to a theater by myself to see. So I got that going for it too. It's a little bit of sentimental
We'll take the
involved
nostalgia
here.
out of it.
Yeah, it's hard though, you know. And obviously, I mean, it didn't even make my top 4, you know what I mean? So I'd probably put Army of Darkness ahead of that one.
I would too.
So that puts that at 5, you know.
I'd put it before Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Leatherface.
Let's see. None of these up here really have sequels. No, yeah, because none of the part 3. I don't like the Return of the Living Dead 3 that much. You know, I mean, it's all right, but it's too much of a departure.
I mean, there's one reason why I like Return of the Living Dead Part 3, and boy, has that fucked up my taste in women my entire fucking life. Just saying. I digress. Let's move on.
I digress, right. Mr. Dr. Smiley, Aliens was a masterpiece right along with T2. I don't think you'll get any argument from anybody. Oh, here we go. Here's some love for it. Christopher says Friday the 3D all the way. All right. His favorite part 3. That's fine. You know, shit. Even Phantasm 3. Oh, fuck. You probably have to put that at 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too.
See, this is going to have to get redone, dude.
This one's going to be done as a top 5 list.
Yeah.
Already.
There's too many good arguments here not to do
There's
this.
our next open fucking date. That's what
Right. The best part 3s. Oh, there's a good one. Tremors. Part 3, though? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty partial as far as Tremors sequels go to Tremors 2.
And then he's furthers his Jason. Early Jason superior to zombie Jason. Yeah, Psycho
Yes,
Jason's better. I always agree. And we love Kane Hodder. We love C.J. Graham. But Ted White, Richard Brooker, Dash, Warrington Gillette, all those guys were fucking fantastic Jason.
Don't forget Ari Lehman because he won't let
Ari
you
Lehman.
forget.
First Jason. Bill Paxton, the best part of Alien 3. He's in 2, isn't he?
Aliens.
Yeah, he's in the second one. But you're right. He was killed by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator. And that's pretty fucking cool.
And Frailty doesn't get the love I think it deserves.
Frailty is extremely underrated. And this was a level to this guy that a wrinkle we didn't know he had. And I would have loved to see him do some more dark stuff like that. Because what a fucking treasure. He goes in to get a fucking surgery and dies on the fucking table.
Yeah,
Faze, I'm going to bring you in here, dude. And so you have a hot take for us, dude. You have one cute. He's shrugging. All right, let's see what he's got. Let's see what Mr. Faze has joined the show here. What's up, brother?
Woo!
Woo!
I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it, and
You have a part 3 you like the best?
part 3, I was thinking about that too. I was kind of thinking that's a tough one to answer. It's between Friday and Halloween. It might be Halloween. I really do like Season of the Witch like a lot.
Once everybody got past the fact that it's not about Michael Myers and you embrace it,
Right.
the story of it, it's fucking fantastic. And
But it's a little
original,
different for me. Like,
yeah, his idea was to do a seasonal Halloween movie about something almost like a year break anthology. Every year it was going to be like that. And
I'm
Halloween-
curious to know what other movies we would have gotten if he kept doing that, But
No,
it is
it's
what it
a
is.
huge missed opportunity, man.
it
Yeah.
sounded like him and Deborah Hill were really cranking out some good stuff. And there are some things that he's sitting on that he never released, I think, under the idea maybe he was going to try to flesh it out. It just never happened. We got the fucking Ward instead, so. Well, there you go. Faze says Halloween 3. That's fucking pretty unanimous for us. For
That's good because I had my cursor over the remove button if you said the wrong fucking movie.
All right, Faze, back to your booth, sir. Thank you.
Back to your hole.
Huh.
Woo!
Producer Faze, twisting the knobs, pushing buttons for us. Let's see. Here we go. Technically, Dominion is one of the 2 Exorcist 3s, and I like it okay. Better than its revival, the beginning, anyway. Yes. Exorcist 3 is unbelievably scary. It's one of those handful of the last real scary movies to come around at that time, where there were disturbing, fucking memorable, nightmare-inducing moments.
Dude, the fucker has one of the best scare jumps in horror history.
Oh,
And Brad Dwarf's fucking. Oh, God, he was so fucking terrifying in that movie.
best third movie. I'll always know what you did last summer. Change my mind. I think we need to take him and give himself a lobotomy with that and suck his brain out of his own ass for that comment there. Good Lord.
I'll be honest, I forgot they even made 3 of those. I was like,
Wasn't there like we got the series last summer. Wasn't that it? Didn't we have a little?
I didn't watch the series either, so I don't know.
A lot of people said it was pretty good. It just, we didn't have time. We were too many other things. Let's see. Oh, geez. Santa Meets the Ice Cream Bunny 3 in 3D Revenge of the Carrot.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Since we came to the song,
No. I mean, honestly, sometime, Lorena, we are going to do a watch along on that just to torment everybody. I think it'll probably get 0 views, but it should be pretty funny.
Oh, dude, I would say it off the air, but keep that in mind for December.
Yes. Virginia, the Dream Warriors. It's all about Nightmare on Elm Street for me. So, I mean, yes, and I know lots of people that adore the entire series and embrace it like we embrace some things that they don't understand why we like it, but Dream Warriors is a solid movie. For me, it's always the first one, then Dream Warriors, and then 2. Because he's still scary in 2. Okay, there's a good one. Bill says, how about Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 3? Not so much.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember much of it. If that tells you anything.
Well, they had the first one, and then the second one was kind of the first one again, with the guy watching the events from the bushes that you didn't notice in the first one. But that was cool. It was clever at the time, but then, it just didn't. Here comes Crank again. What the hell are you guys rambling about now?
I don't know. Zag's fucking stoned and just keeps rambling on and on and on and on and on and on.
That's what I do here. That's why they pay me the big bucks. We are rambling about different, like Colonel threw out his hot take, a favorite Part 3, Crank. So why don't you give us your favorite Part 3, be it Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Exorcist, Day of the Dead, anything.
The director's cut of Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep Part 3, the unreleased version. Yes.
Mike
We're heading to the house. Yep. Take care, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for stopping in tonight. Appreciate you. Santa Meets the Ice Cream Bunny watch along. Solid.
No,
It might be.
She knows where I'm going with that. So,
She's got to be there, though, or I ain't doing it.
exactly.
Here he comes. Oh, shit.
See, I told you. It's not technically a Part 3, but it's a whole new film, so it counts as the third one.
It might as well be a Part 3. It is that long. It's fine. I mean, Hey, here's Charles. Hope to catch you guys on Thursday when Melanie Kinnaman drops by
That's awesome,
the
man.
show.
Congratulations. That's a good get.
That's a good get, man. We never had her. Friday the 13th.
Part 5.
Yeah, that's the Roy. And I'm sure she's got some great stories. So everybody, if you want to learn about a little bit, Friday the 13th, Part 5, you can join Charles and the gang Thursday at their time. It's 6 o'clock. I think 7 o'clock.
I think 7.
Clarify, Charles. Let us know.
Yes, Charles. Let us know the exact time. I'm proud of you, though. I'm surprised you didn't say Friday the 13th, Part B. Since you were talking about the TV series 5. That's a callback.
Wow.
7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, folks.
There it is. Yep. 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. if you were on the same clock as us, correct. All right. We'll totally be there quoting the whole movie. All right, bet. You're in. So you'll be able to see Lorena, and every word she gets wrong, she owes everybody watching a quarter. That's going to be the bet right there. All right, deal. All right, Colonel, what do you got, man? We went through this whole thing. We're almost done here. We only got a few minutes left.
I know. I'm trying to run. I'm sure you have another hot take. I'm trying to think of one that I'm not repeating myself that you guys have heard before. I think I won't be repeating myself, but like I said, I could shit on another Wes Craven franchise.
I did say this. I am a fan of found footage films. That's something we can argue on because you're not.
No, not at all. I think those things are shitty. But there's a few of them that are like Paranormal Activity, groundbreaking. Hell House LLC. Absolutely fucking terrifying.
Yes.
So they're not all bad. George Romero's Diary of the Dead, fucking love it. I'll be honest, the first time I seen it in the theaters, I was like, what the credits? I was like, what the fuck was that? Then I bought it on fucking DVD and watched it, and I'm like, okay, this is actually really fucking good.
I like that one better than Land of the Dead, honestly.
I do too. Least favorite, hands down, Survival of the Dead, though. I do need to watch that again. I haven't seen it since it was released.
Even George said, "Yeah, we might have, missed the mark on that one." I mean, that's fine. I mean, come on, you still got 5 good ones. I mean.
But yeah, just shit. Sorry, I got an ad from McAfee in the middle somewhere. Threw me off guard.
Charles says Psycho 3 was worth a rewatch. I agree with that to a point. I mean, I love 2. 2 is one of the best legacy sequels. Tom Holland, director of Fright Night, delivered on us. Child's Play, brought Psycho 2 to us, and Anthony Perkins back as Norman Bates, and nobody ever fucking says, "Oh yeah, what a great sequel!" That many years later, 25 years later. It's outstanding. It's scary, and then when you get to the plot of why shit is going down, you're like, motherfucker, just leave the guy alone. And it's too late. It's just too late. Survival was the lowest of Romero movies.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
No argument. Oh, but
that's where unfairly, that's kind of like, okay, I think George lost his touch.
He probably had a few people in his ear on that one, and it just didn't have the effects.
No,
didn't have the budget for the effects on this one, man.
No, I just really wish he would have had one more Dead movie before he passed.
Well, the rumors too. They're taking that last script, and I guess they worked it all out with a bunch of people that he knew and wrote with, and they got something for us.
I just don't know if it's going to have the same feel to it, man.
How can it without his touch? I'll give you an example. Why Carpenter's movies took a dip after Deborah Hill died, after they stopped collaborating together. You noticed it. There was something missing from that Carpenter mystique. And I just think Romero's not having a touch on this is probably going to be noticeable, but if they try to do it in that style, I think they can. And I'll give it my money, my love, and hopefully it gives back.
You know what I would love if they do this? I know they're not. I want Savini to do the special effects and the direct. That's what I want, damn it.
Boy, if we're 50-50, they could really make something cool and memorable in a tribute style, or they could fuck this up beyond. Could be Phantasm 5 all over again. I don't know. There's a good one, Doctor. Poltergeist 3. Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't make my list, but it's okay. BK, I'll talk to you off the air on that. Yes.
See, Christopher, he's kind of getting where I was getting at. So I didn't want to pit shit on another Wes Craven franchise tonight. But Freddy may be goofy bastard, but the scene sequels are crap. Dude, I agree. The first Scream, I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I understand, like we've discussed it a million times. I understand the importance of it and bringing back horror history and bringing it back to slasher, blah, 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 blah. But it's like next 4 was the only one I thought was almost as like, here's Scream 1, here's Scream 4. Scream 3 is down here, and 5 and 6 are like here. Like I just really give two shits in a fuck about the Scream franchise. I know everybody loves it. I would not put Ghostface on my slasher Mount Rushmore. No. That was going to be my last hot take.
Their last hot take? That's
That
fine.
was my last hot take. But.
We're about done here. Let's see, one more thing down here. I'll say on Scream, how many times can you retread the same fucking thing? That's where my problem with Scream is. I mean, it was cool. The first time was cool. I'll even give you the second one was like, okay, you had someone that was connected to these people that came back because they were fucked up now because of their deaths. But come on, man. How many times can we do the same thing because someone gets wronged in this movie? We're going to get a relative the next movie coming for revenge. You know, like this.
It's the same thing as a Saw franchise, man. It's like copy and paste. And we can say about a lot of horror movies. You're telling me Friday the 13th isn't copy and paste? They are.
Of course.
But they're more fun to watch.
But they were there first. I mean, they had done it first. So I mean, to me that gives them a pass because they were doing it when no one else was doing it, and then we get Scream in 2006, and yes, boom, and then boy, okay, we reinvigorated the slasher. Let's give them the same.
You might want to check your year on that. I don't think it was 2006, buddy.
96, yeah. It's a 6 in there somewhere. 96. So, yeah. But again, look what they did, though. They came at us with blood and gore, had some vicious kills, blood and guts, real guts showing up. Drew Barrymore's guts. That's as fucking big as it gets. And then, how many Screams did Wes Craven actually direct? I know he did 4. I know he did 1. Did he do 2 and 3 as well?
I don't know. I can't. I'm not confident enough to give an answer. I'm sure someone out there watching knows.
Yeah, these Scream fanatics are crazy. Let's see here. Scream 4, Scream 3, Scream 2. Well, he's listed on all of them, so I don't know if he was the director on all of them, though. Here, let me check 3. Yes. So it looks like he directed all of them.
All right. I have one more hot take tonight.
Let's have it.
I'll make it really fucking quick. So I know people are mentioning the human centipede. If the human centipede was real and this really happened, and say 2 of the people out of the 3 were Stephen King and Mike Flanagan, Crank would fucking volunteer
To be
to
last.
hook up to Mike Flanagan's asshole, but he'd want Stephen King's ass next to his ass so he can absorb Stephen King's fucking shit.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and rack that one for next week. That's good. It's funny as fuck, dude. Yep. Crank would voluntarily be the human centipede with those 2. You're absolutely right. And then he would say, you know what? Bring Ari Aster in here too. Bring him in. Put him up in the front there.
They would. I want to eat his ass.
And folks, on that note, I think we should probably go ahead and wrap it up tonight with the human centipede and Crank taking in all the feces. Yeah, that's enough. Thanks again to all of our members, Final Girls and Guys, Chris, Lorena, Charles, Tanya, and Tyrone, the Crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and finally the camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Dave from Canada, and JJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is it? Thank you. So yes, this is me and Colonel programming the show here for the next couple of weeks while Crank recharges his batteries. He's been doing a bang-up job driving this fucking boat, so we're getting in here too to spread the work around a little bit so everybody can be as flexible as they can. Shit, I don't know what's coming up next week yet. I think we're doing another list. What do you got?
No. He said Crank driving the boat, which is true. I'm not laughing at that. We should do a thing from Step Brothers where Crank's the fucking dad. Isn't that my boat? And it's me and you doing the boats and hose videos.
Boats and hose? That's a good deep fake we could do with that, man. We'll put our faces on there. At least a meme. Huh?
Like, is that my boat?
That's my boat. My fucking boat. Yes. Brilliant. Yes, thank you, Virginia. We will see you next time, next Monday. Marina, same thing. I'm not sure exactly what's going on next week. I can tell you in a couple of weeks. You can catch up with us if you're in Southeast Michigan. We're going to be hitting Motor City Nightmares and running Ramshack. We're not working it. We're just coming in as civilians, but it doesn't mean we're not going to have the mics and the cameras out. We're going to try to mess with all you people and cosplayers, vendors, get a bunch of stuff from the Michigan Horror Fest. It's one of our best ones, man. It's our biggest one. So we're going to be there all weekend. Huh?
We're going to try not to get mugged.
We'll try. We're not even on the bad side. We're on the safe side. It's more Novi, dude. Novi is clean, dog. Don't worry.
It's pronounced Novi? I've been calling it Novi.
Novi, it's Novi, yes. But yeah, we'll be there. We're going to be meeting up with some of you people around here that are in the state or close to it, are going to be coming up for Saturday. I think we're having the 29th, a big-ass poker game. BK is going to be there, a couple other guys. We're trying to get Tarek over there, Adam. All the regulars from the crowd that are in Michigan are going to be up here. So, Colonel, you got to get your ass up at least for one day.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
There's 2 weekends I'm trying to get off.
Beyond that, I'm not authorized to say anything about anything. Right, Colonel?
Right. Don't do it.
Okay. There is some stuff there. I just can't say anything. Not yet. But on that note, we will let you go. I'll wrap it up tonight. It's Death Curse Society. We fucking love you guys. And Colonel's got to do his famous sign off. We haven't heard it in so long.
It's been
1 week.
Since it's been so fucking long ago. Again, just thanks for joining us tonight, guys. I'll be real honest with you that we figured this was an easy topic because there was a lot of editing that had to be done and not
Still
a lot
being
of
done.
research. So we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's just kind of shoot the shit for the night. It's been a lot of fun. Glad you guys came. And apparently there's a new fucking variant, so make sure you're still washing that dick because I don't want to see you guys get sick. Yeah. And don't smell like a Scuba Steve used Summer's Eve.
Wow. He said it, man. What can I say? We are the fucking Death Curse Society, man, and we ain't going anywhere, and I can't put it any clearer than that. You're going to be seeing us all over the fucking place. It's not going to stop. We're like a virus. We're just getting stronger. We're better than COVID. We're stronger than COVID. We're going to take it out, man, and taking you with us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, man, I wish I could talk more, but I just can't. So God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. Lots of content coming at you from Morgan Crypt. Lots of panels and shenanigans and craziness all coming at you very soon. We will see you then. I'm Zigzag for the Colonel, for C motherfucking Phase, pushing the buttons. We'll see you soon. DCS out. Woo!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Hi, Amy Steele here, Friday the 13th, Part 2, Ginny, and I'm here with the Death Curse Society dudes. And they said they were going to freak me out, and they did. And you'll have no idea why, what that means, but maybe they'll share it with you on their podcast at some point. Have a great day.